Hey you guys, what's going on? Peter Bander, and today I wanted to do my Q&A. A week ago I posted a video saying, hey, I wanted to start doing a Q&A, and yeah, so here we go. It's going to be my very first Q&A. I've never done one before, so let's just see how it goes. I said I'll be handwriting all the questions in front of me, but I realized that I'm really lazy, and I really don't want to do that. So basically I have my YouTube channel set up on my phone, and I'm just going to read off a couple questions. Well, not a couple. I actually got a few. I got about a total of like 30 questions because I asked the question off of YouTube as well as Instagram. So I got about 20 questions on YouTube, and then I got about another 10 on Instagram. So it's around there. I'm going to go through all of them since it's around 30, so it's not too many. I'm just going to say the people's names and then ask the question. I'm not going to do any pop-ups or anything because I'm not that fancy. And like I said, I'm lazy. But the first question comes from Brett B. It says, "Hey Panda, why do you never run your TPX and your Force 8 at the same time?" The main reason why I never really run my Force 8 and the TPX at the same time is really because when I first got my because while I was using my 468, both my pistols were actually down, and the ones that the one that you guys have been seeing in the video is Diane. She is the one with the red barrel cover. I recently fixed her, so I'm using her. Unfortunately, Athena, which is the very first pistol I got, Diana was the second one I got. Athena, my first one, she's still down, but I know what's wrong with her. It's the puncture valve on the little front part that punctures the CO2. It's leaking air from there. I know how to fix it. I'm just waiting on the parts to come in, or if they never come in, because it's been about 3 weeks since I ordered parts. Doesn't seem like it's going to come in anytime soon, so I'm going to probably order a whole new puncture valve assembly from Tippmann, which I hear isn't that much money. So, no big deal there. Let's go to the next few questions. I'm doing everything in order as best I can. If I butcher people's names, I apologize. I better say that right off the bat. But Josh Tolkien says, "What is your favorite TPX barrel?" So at the moment, I only have two barrels. I have the stock barrel as well as a hammerhead rifle barrel. Those are the only two barrels I have. I've shot a Lapco before, but I don't own one. I've only used it for a day. But let me give my opinion. The stock barrel, I love. I love the stock barrel. I think the stock barrel is actually really good. If you have the money to dump on a new barrel, I say get a new barrel. But if you don't, I say stick with the stock barrel. I love the stock barrel. I've been using the stock barrel for a while. I just recently got the hammerhead barrel just because it was on a huge sale, and I just like I like the stock barrel. If you want to spend more than like $60, I say $60 should be at the top. So I don't think you should spend any more than $60 on a barrel. I think the stock barrel works perfectly fine. The hammerhead barrel, it is a 688 bore and it's rifled. And I have to say, I love that barrel way more than the stock barrel. But the thing is that the hammerhead barrel could cost close to $100 new. I got mine off of Amazon for about 45. There's only a few on there, and one of my friends posted it, and I got one, and a couple guys on my team got one as well. I was actually the last one to get one, so after I got mine, it was out of stock. But the hammerhead rifle barrel, if you have the money to go get a rifle barrel, I say get it. It works really, really well. And the Lapco barrel, I like the Lapco barrel. It's very accurate, but but since it's such a glossy finish on the inside, if you break a ball in the barrel, it goes to absolute shit. The barrel goes to absolute shit, which is understandable. If it's glossy barrel, that's going to happen. It's understandable. But if you break a ball in the Lapco barrel, you have to clean it right away, or else your rounds are just going to constantly keep breaking, or they're going to be so inaccurate you can't hit anything with it. I hope that answers your question. Alfonso Signs, I'm guessing. Like I said, I'm sorry if I butcher people's names. I'm not very good at names. Q&A. Are you using first strike rounds? No, I don't want to spend $40 on 100 rounds. I'm conservative with my paint, but I'm not that conservative. Paintball Pro. Oh, where is that paintball field? For you guys who don't know, the video was filmed at Hollywood Sports. That is my local field. That's the closest field to me. And that is where I play most often, is Hollywood Sports in Bellflower, California. So around LA. Michael Ventura, will you ever be a paintball sniper? I've considered it, and if I was to be a paintball sniper, I'll probably get like a Forces A DMR, or if I want to spend $1,000 on it, I'll get the SAR 12. Both of those sniper rifles are really, really good. But that's really like that's about it. But I don't really plan on spending over $1,000 on a sniper rifle. Just don't see that happening. Best MagFed marker for long range playstyle. The DMR SR12. They're snipers. They're really accurate. My team, some guys on my team, one guy on my team has both of those, and he loves those. If not, I would probably actually say the Hammer 7 as well. The Hammer 7 is really accurate if you're able to get modded in a certain way that actually works really well. Another guy on my team, he uses first strikes, and he modded his Hammer 7 to look like a M4 carbine, and yeah, M4. I believe it's M4 carbine, but it is probably the most accurate thing out there. He hit a record of 153 yards on a first strike round. That's quite a range for a paintball gun. The Big Toff Q&A question equals, will this be in the Q&A? Yes, it will be in the Q&A. This guy actually has a couple questions, and that's fine. I actually said if you want to ask a couple questions, that's cool. I'd like to know what size tank you use and how many mags do you get out of your pistol. At the very end of this video, I'm going to actually show you guys my rig more up to date because a lot of people have been asking about that. I'll give you guys the names of everything, but I won't be able to supply links because I know most of my stuff I got off Amazon, but a lot of places you can't order stuff off Amazon. Like I know Canada, you can't order everything that you can't order everything that Americans can, so I'm really going to just say the name of everything, and then if you just type it into Google, they'll come up with the dealer that will ship to you. But I'll show you my rig at the end, because I got actually quite a bit of questions about the rig. Will you be getting the new Tim TCR when it comes available? No, because the Tim TCR broken down is a TPX, so basically I have two TCRs at the moment since I have two TPXs. Literally, if you look at that thing, you take it apart, it looks like a TPX on the inside. I'm not going to waste my money on a TCR when I already have it. I already have it, basically. What is your favorite paint to use? Vulcan Graffiti. I love that stuff. It shoots really well. How do you mount your camera, and what camera is it? The camera I use is a Gopro Hero 3 Silver Edition. I don't have the money for anything better. And I'll bring out my... Actually, in second thought, I'll just put like a little link on the video and like the description or on the screen right now of how I mounted the videos, how I mounted my camera, because it'll make a lot more sense in that video. I spent more time on it as well. What are some upgrades that I should get for my TPX? I already have Zeta Mags. Nothing. I literally love the TPX stock. I don't see anything. If you plan on using first strikes, then get a first strike block. If you want to upgrade your barrel, I say get a hammerhead or a lapgo. But that's really it. A lot of people like to get the bolt. A lot of people like to get the I forgot what it's called, but a lot of people like to change the bolt. I really don't see why. I think the TPX is stock. Oh, also an airline adapter. I like using a compressed air tank and running a remote line to my TPX, but that's just me. Oh, that was Jake Legit. It looks like a legit. Petitas Ortega. Petitas Ortega, I believe. Which paintball parks do you often play on? Hollywood Sports is one, and then I play at SC Village about once or twice a month for the MagFed games. Mainly once a month for the MagFed games. Same guy as well. What was the most dramatic experience you have had during paintball? I really don't know. There's quite a bit of things that happen. A lot of things involve friendly fire or overshooting. I think like the worst thing that's happened to me is one time I rushed a crate on Mad Max, and if you guys don't know Mad Max, that was the raging video. That one of my buddies, me and him were hiding inside a crate, and he was getting really pissed off. It's that field. I ran that crate to that same crate, but I was on the other side, and another guy was on the other side, and he shot the back of my head 4 times, and then down my spine about 10. So he lit me up pretty good, and this is also from about 2 or 3 meters away. So he literally just let it rip, and I just dropped. That really hurt, and after that, like a lot of people were like saying, "Are you okay?" Because they heard what happened, and then the guy who shot me was all like, "Hey man," da, da, da. He was just trying to make excuses for himself, and I just basically I just shrugged him off because I thought that no matter what he said, it wouldn't help. He's an asshole. Dustin DeLuca, I just have a TPX and I would like to know your setup and how you train before a game? Thanks. Like I said, I'll show you guys my setup after this. Also, how I train, I don't. I don't really train. Really, if you want to see any like tactics or anything, I say look at YouTube. I'm going to start doing more commentaries over my videos, so I hope that will help you guys out in the long run. But tactics, I really don't. Basically, if I see opportunity to move, I move. If I don't, I don't. If I see opportunity to shoot, I'll shoot. I don't. I'm one of those people that, like, if I have an opportunity to move, even if it's for a small second, I'll do it. I'll move, and most of the time that actually works out in the long run. But tactics, I don't really think about what I'm doing. I just do stuff. But like rig, I'll show you. Like I said, I'll show you guys at the end. RPC 225. I actually look forward to this question. If you were to join the military, what branch would you join and why? The Navy. I would join the Navy. I was actually considering joining the Navy for a while, but I just decided not to. But my grandfather was in the Navy. He fought in Pearl Harbor, and my cousin, he was a Navy SEAL actually, and he passed away in 2005. There's a film actually about what happened to him. And that film is called Lone Survivor. A lot of people have seen this movie. A lot of people enjoy this movie. But my cousin was in the actual operation, Lone Survivor. He is Matthew Axelson. Actually, I have a picture right here. Just so happens. But yeah. The guy with the crazy hair. That's Matthew. That's Matthew Axelson. So he was the last guy to be with Marcus. In case you guys have seen the film but you don't remember. Matthew Axelson was he was the last guy to be with Marcus before Marcus was all by himself. So, yeah, because of my grandfather as well as Matt, I decided if I was to ever join the military, I would join the Navy. I like dubstep, so what? Q&A. Have you ever thought about getting into any other styles of paintball, such as airball, tournament ball, or pump? I've played all of that. I never played on a tournament field. Never played on an airball field. But I used to have a Planet Eclipse Ether, and I've owned 2 pump markers in the past. And the thing is, those things are fun to play with, but I think MagFed's a lot more challenging because you're more limited on ammo. Also, I don't like having a hopper. I really don't. I don't like having that thing blocking my vision. Also, I don't like that it adds more weight than I need, and also it carries more ammunition than I need. And whenever I'm running, I don't like hearing the paintballs rattle around in the hopper. There's just all kinds of things that I just don't like about hopper, and I prefer a magazine where it's quiet, and also it's always a true feed. I don't have to worry about batteries running out my loader or hoping gravity will feed it through like on the little shake and shoots. It's based off a spring and it loads, and it works a lot better in my opinion. So no, I like MagFed. I've played, like I said, I've had ETHA, I've had pumps. I like MagFed. MagFed is my thing. Fire _ Tico. I'm going to say Tico. One of the two. Q&A. I was wondering what gun should you get as a beginner. Hold on. I was wondering what gun should you think a beginner should use. I'm 15 and I really want to get into paintball. Thanks. That all depends on what you want to do. If you want to be kind of like a runner, then get like a semi-auto gun. If you want to be more like what I do with MagFed, want to be more realistic, then go MagFed. I will say though, for a 15-year-old, I say I don't go crazy. I say go with a pump or go with MagFed. Be a little more conservative on paint. Don't waste too much money on paint because at 15 years old, it's just you don't work yet. Parents are helping you out with this and getting you into the sport, which I support entirely. But other than that, I say just do research. That's the main thing. Find out what you like. See what other people use. Like go on other YouTube channels, see what people use, and find out what playstyle you would like to do. For me, it's MagFed. I love MagFed, and I like the realism. I like using a magazine, and I like just the overall outcome of it. Also, I like the community a lot more than just the standard paintball community. The MagFed community is just great. I love the MagFed community. Okay, Moo in the fun cow, I'm guessing. It's all one word, and I don't know if it's moo in or moo in. One of those. But how do you find your paintball gear Wait. How do I find my paintball gear and trip? Fund. My bad. Fund. How do you fund your paintball gear and trips? I work. I'm a part-time student as well. Well, I'm a student as well as a part-time worker. I work in a deli. Um, do you run first strikes often, and are they worth it? If you're conservative on paint, they're entirely worth it. But I don't because I'm not super conservative. Oh, actually, I can be, but I just don't want to waste 40 cents around. It's just not for me. How many mags dash rounds do you use in? It says non-MFOG, so how many mags dash rounds do you use in non-MFOG? Well, I'll answer either one. When I'm not, but when I'm playing MFOG or not, I do 3 mags on my rig and then 1 in my gun, in my marker, in my TPX. And then if I'm using my 468, I'll run 4 in my rig and then 1 in my 468. That's just how many mags I carry, and each mag carries about 20 rounds. I love your vids, man. You're awesome. Thank you. I actually thought that was another question, but I read it. I was like, oh, cool. Lucky Habit, and for you guys who don't know who Lucky Habit is, Lucky is just a guy that we play with all the time. And can you snap Lucky out from L-Wall while you're on Rock again on Forbidden City? For those guys who don't know, on Forbidden City, which is the one that I've been rushing a lot in the maze with, there's this one rock by the entrance, and there's this L-Wall, and it's a pretty good distance away, and I one time just randomly shot towards L-Wall, and it turns out I hit Lucky in the head. And I thought it was the funniest freaking thing ever, and I never let Lucky forget it, because it's just that funny. Milla Mike, Q&A, how old were you when you first started paintballing? I was in 6th grade. My dad took me on his business buddies were doing it, so I went with a bunch of his coworkers, and I don't know, how old are 6th graders now? I don't know. I was in 6th grade. That was me. That's all I can remember. And do you think it is a good idea to get into paintball and make it a hobby? I think everyone should have a hobby. Doesn't matter whether it be paintball or anything. If you have a hobby, then that's good. I think everyone should just have a hobby, period. Whether it be paintball or something else. I personally love paintball. That is my favorite hobby. I think about paintball every day, and it's just my thing. I really like paintball. And do you want to make that your hobby? Go right ahead. It's whatever you want to do. A lot of people do paintball. A lot of people do running, biking, depending on where you live. Some people go skiing, snowboarding, all that kind of stuff. Whatever hobby you want to do. Do I like paintball? Yes. Do I think it's expensive? Yes. But then again, every sport/hobby is expensive. Anything is expensive. Nothing's cheap, really. So, all depends on what you're interested in. Do I think paintball is a good hobby? Yes. In a nutshell, yes. I said that was Miller Mike, right? I believe I said Miller Mike. But, JIY Production says, Q&A, where is the best place I can send my Milsig M17 CQC for maintenance because it will not shoot at the moment? Thanks for the help and advice. I say contact Doug Brown, whether it be Facebook or email. Contact Doug Brown, and from what I've seen, he's really quick on replying back to people. I don't own anything Milsig, so I can't really fully tell you my experience, but a lot of people have contacted Doug Brown, and he replies relatively quick, from what I know. Surtax Kills. What is better by Milsig, T15, or Takamo MKV? Milsig is really good, T15 is really good, Takamo is really good. I say whatever fits your budget best. Milsig is really good, but their magazines are expensive. T15 is really good, but I've seen some problems with them, mainly the rail system. I've seen a lot of the rail systems break off, but those were easy fixes. And then the Takamo MK5 or MKV. A lot of my teammates have that, and they love that thing. Well, actually, the MKV is really good as well, but I think if you want to get something Takamo, I say get a MPK2. That is the magpie version of the Tippmann Phenom, and honestly, the Tippmann Phenom is probably one of the best paintball guns made by Tippmann. And if you want a magpie version of anything made by Tippmann, I say go with the MKP2. My friends love that thing. But the MKV is also really good. Another one of my buddies has it, and he loves that thing as well. PC Monkey, first time you ever been shot in the nuts. I got shot in the nuts and it hurt. I don't really know how to explain that any better, sorry. Shuda McGee. How did you get into paintballing? Like I said, in 6th grade, my dad took me paintballing for the first time with his business company trip. We went to SC Village, and I kind of got hooked on that point, but I didn't really play it again until I was in 8th grade. My parents were like, what do you want to do for your birthday? And I said, let's try paintballing again. So I took a couple friends with my dad, and we went to Hollywood Sports, and after that, I fell in love. I played, and yeah, I played then. Any inspirational players? There's a lot of players I like. There's some people who inspired me. I don't really know. I kind of got into paintball not really knowing too much. I didn't know a lot of people in the community, and I kind of just did whatever was needed, whatever I wanted to do. So I guess one person that really helped me out with field awareness is David Reaper Justin. When I first started playing, he would. I was talking to him, and I was just sat in the back with him. He's like, look at where everyone's going, look how people's play styles are, and then assess what you need to do next. That really helped me get my whole map awareness down, as well as how to think on the fly. So he really helped me out at the beginning. My buddy Davin Gould, he's not in too many videos, but he's in a few. He has a blue jersey with dual blue TPX pistols. He really got me interested in playing with a pistol, actually. He got me really into MacFed. And now he lives in Texas, and his ass won't come back here. Let's see here. Ken Simmons, Badge Blaster XL, also known on YouTube. He lent me one of his TBXs because my etho was down, and he really got me into like really knowing how light and how fast I could run with just a TPX. Those were like some of the main guys. What made you start recording? I've had a GoPro since the very beginning because I've always liked watching videos on YouTube, and I wanted to make videos myself. So even when first time when I first got my own gun, I got a GoPro and I stuck it to the feed neck of my pump. It was an interesting point of view. Who are your favorite YouTubers? That's actually a question I ask all YouTubers. Whether it be friends or people I don't even know. If people I don't know are doing Q&As, I always ask who's your favorite YouTuber, because I always want to be interested in seeing what other people see. But my favorite YouTubers, that would be Airborne PB. He lives in Toronto, Ontario. He is part of the little pistol alliance I'm part of. He makes really, really cool videos. He doesn't play too often. He doesn't post videos too often, but whenever he does, I'm really happy. Let's see here. My from Tech would be whenever he does actual video, like he posts a video of him on the field I like. Alabaster Slim is really, really good. I really like watching his videos. Let's see here. My entire ODSC as well as Animals PB teams. We have a couple guys on each team, mainly on the Animals PB. A lot of us actually run videos, so I like watching all their videos, and then a couple guys on ODSC that have cameras, and they sometimes post videos, and I love watching theirs as well. Antonio Falcon or Midnight Angel, Kimbo Assassin, that guy. He lives in Chicago, Illinois. He runs the Little Pistol Alliance, and his videos are always cool because he's always really close to the other team, and he's able to get work done really, really well. So there's a bunch of other people that I like to watch, but those guys are really the main ones. And there's also, but I want to actually see more people's YouTube. So if you guys have a YouTube channel and you post often, now I'm not talking once a month. If you guys post often, like I'm talking like once a week or a couple times a month or something like that, let me know your YouTube, and then I'll check out your videos. Probably won't subscribe or anything, but I always like to see other people's videos. So like tell me, hey, check out my videos, and I'll probably leave a comment saying, hey, what cool video, whatever. Showing that, hey, I actually watched it, and also I really like watching YouTube videos. I'm on YouTube more. I watch more YouTube videos than I watch actually TV or do anything else. Next, William Fletcher. Are you going to start traveling to local fields around the country, and why don't you use a dual TPX anymore? And what is your current setup for TPX? TPX setup? It's over there. I'll get to that. Dual TPX is, like I said, Athena is down. And I'm going to start traveling. I'm not going to go to Chicago. I'm not going to go Living Legends anymore. I just don't have the money for that. But I will be still traveling to Toronto, Ontario in April to play at PRZ. And, that's, I believe, the second weekend of April. So I'm going to go up to PRZ and play there. I'm really actually looking forward to that because it looks like it's probably like the most fun field that I could think of. It's an abandoned military hospital, which is awesome. Okay. That was all YouTube. Going to Instagram. PB Predator Paul. Do you remember your first kill? No, I remember my first time getting shot. It was right inside the little space right here between your collarbone and your shoulder blade. So like right in that little spot right here. Oof. That made me literally like my hand shake, and I dropped my gun after that. That fucking hurt. PB Ryan. Describe your first paintball experience. What did you think of it? Like I said, that was my first time getting shot, but I was really, I got really hyped. I got really excited. We missed a couple. I remember we missed 2 games in a row because we were like eating or something, and I got really upset. I was like, "Come on, no, let's get on the field. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I want to go and play." But my dad's like, "No, we're gonna rest." I'm like, "Damn, whatever." But first time playing, I was really, really excited. 6th grader, first time playing something like that, who always played video games. I really got excited for it. Was very conservative. I was kind of like one of those little rental guys that would run, but then I would just like hide. I wouldn't actually shoot or anything. I was one of those guys. Big Sean 101. What kind of rig do you use to carry all your Zeta mags? Over there. Kukai Bry. Do you like Rap 4? Is it expensive? Yes, I actually like Rap 4. I really like my 468s. Not a big fan of the D-Mags, though. Not a big fan of D-Mags. If you're using a D-Mag, then you better be using First Strikes because D-Mags are designed for First Strikes. I'm actually converting my gun right now to using a different magazine. So that will be coming out very soon. But Rap 4, I really, really like Rap 4. I think their products are actually really well. Very durable, and the lock bolt system really does help out with preventing chops. Chops are practically impossible now because of the lock bolts, unless the ball was broke within the barrel, but it is literally impossible to break a ball in the breech, which is absolutely cool. It makes cleaning a lot easier. Worldwide Paintball, why have MagFed guns been your preferred choice? Like I said earlier, I don't really like hoppers. I just don't like it, and I like being quiet. I like that the spring holds the paintballs quiet, so that way when I'm running, you don't hear the pod pack, the paint all bouncing around. You don't hear the paint of the loader bouncing around or anything like that. And also, with a magazine, I always know it's a true feed because of the spring will always release, unlike the gravity fed, which I have to constantly shake to make it feed, or if I have an electric loader, the battery will run out. Z_Eugene_. Are you still planning to become a Navy SEAL? Since my cousin was a Navy SEAL, I wanted to become a Navy SEAL, but unfortunately I kind of just drifted away from that, and I actually just want to join the police force. I want to do California Highway Patrol. Ethan Rootledge, I'm guessing. Do you think paintball gear is overpriced? Everything's overpriced. There's nothing cheap. If any sport, any hobby you do, everything's going to be overpriced. Paintball gear, yeah, it's overpriced. Everything's overpriced. You can't find anything cheap anymore. That's just the way it is. SoCal Stock 07, do you think I'm cute? Yes, I think you're cute. Kalo_Beto. I'm going to say Beto. P Panda, I came across your videos on you. Okay. My bad. That wasn't a question. That was just admiration. But I do appreciate it. I do really like admirations. But that is all the questions I have. Now to answer the questions that people have always asked me is my rig. So let's go check out my rig. Let's tilt the light over so you can see it a little better. There we go. So here's the rig. This is how I have it. Like I said, I'm just going to list off everything, and that's going to be about it. I won't put links or anything just because everybody, it's really different for everyone else around the world, depending on where you are and where you buy from. But everything I say is by the name title, so if you just type in whatever it is I said, well, most of the stuff, everything I said, you should be able to find it online. But the actual rig I have is a Condor chest rig. The reason why it's a chest rig is because all the MOLLE is around the belly. If you get a plate carrier, it mainly protects the chest. But a Molly chest rig mainly focuses carrying everything around your stomach area, which I like. On the back, I have 2 radio pouches. Don't remember the exact name of the radio pouches, but it's a 511 field tested, so it's 511 radio pouch, and I have 2 of these. I have my actual ham radio in here, and then I have this one, which I carry my 13 cubic inch tank on. I'm using the Rap4 13 cubic inch tank that came with my 468, and I have a Ninja coil remote line with slide checks at the end. For some reason, I decided not to do that. There we go, de-aired. But so yeah, 13 cubic inch tank and a Ninja coiled remote line, both on a not 511 radio patch. This is just a standard ham radio. Like literally, if you go on Amazon and type, you can get ham radios everywhere. But this is the little radio extender talk piece thing that I've attached to it. That way I don't have to reach my back to activate. I could just push this little button, and I could talk as well as here. Standard, no dump pouch, nothing really crazy. By the way, almost anything you could on this rig, when it comes to actual rig, you can actually get off of an airsoft store relatively cheap as well. So I say if you don't have a paintball store, most likely there'll be an airsoft store more local, and you'll probably be able to find stuff like this, or a surplus store. Right here, I've got my Zeta mags. So like I said, I carry 3 Zeta mags on my stuff, and then I carry 1 on my marker. I have 1 set on my right side, and I have 2 set on my left side. Before, when I would just throw these magazines inside of the pouch, they would fall out, which I didn't like. So what I did was I took my my Faz mags, I stuck them in there. Should be able to see that. I stuck them in, and I weaved them with these little things. I just ran it through the little loops right here as well as the front, and it stays in really tight. And this way, when I'm running or whatever, or if I'm crawling, whatever it is, my magazines won't fall out. See, like they're not falling out. And whenever I need to pull out a Zeta mag, so whenever I pull out a Zeta mag, the fast mag would stay there. So see, it would come out a little bit, but it would stay there, and then I could just load my mags back in there whenever whenever the game was done. I was reloading my mags outside, I would just stick them in there, and it would be fine. So that's how I run it. I run the Zeta mags. I stick fast mags in here, tie them off so that way I won't lose them, and then I just take the Zeta mags in there. That's how it is. I know I'm going to get questions anyways about how I did this, but that's how I did it. Faz mags inside the actual magazine pouches, and then the magazine goes inside of the Faz mags. That's how it is. But yeah, you guys, that's just about it. Yeah, nothing else really crazy. That's really how the rig is set up. But hope you guys enjoyed my very first ever Q&A. I will try to do... I probably won't do another one of these for quite some time, but hopefully I answer as many questions as I possibly can. And you guys actually came up with a lot of really good questions, which I like, so I really appreciate that you guys took the time to ask me questions and then watch this very long video of me answering them. But that's about it, you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and got a couple of surprises coming out very soon. And it seems like you guys also really like the dual camera point of view, so I'm going to actually continue to do that. And a lot of people also asked why I don't have the second camera facing forward. Is because the GoPros are in a wide angle view. There's no real reason to have a second GoPro pointing forward when I have one already pointing forward as well, because it won't change the range or anything. It won't really do anything for me. So I wanted to do 2 different points of view, one facing me and one pointing the other way. So that way the one facing me, pointing the other way, I can see out there, but also the one facing me, you're able to, excuse me, you'll be able to see what I'm doing as well as what other people are doing around me as well. If I'm ever talking to someone, then you'll be able to see them as well. But that's about it, you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will hopefully see you guys on the field. And next video comes out on Tuesday. So have a good one, guys. Peace.